Hi, hello everybody. My name is Vedran. You can call me Vex. I'm CEO of Revuto. Thank you for joining us today. Actually, thank you for joining me in such early hours. I believe that this is the earliest AMA event that I ever had in my life. I usually love to sleep in the morning, so maybe I'm not gonna be 100%, but still, we are here. Revuto is here. I'm gonna be here probably for 1 hour, explaining you a bit about what we are doing, what we have in plans for you guys for the April, and I'm gonna talk a bit about what we did actually in last month. So also, this is the first time that we are doing this over a YouTube live video, because I believe that it's much better format than doing it on Telegram, or even we did it last time on Twitter, which was good but still not perfect. We had some technical issues, and then the problem is always that we cannot actually post it somewhere to be visible later on. So this event is gonna stay on YouTube, so anybody who is not actually awake now is gonna be able to watch it later. Also, there is a live chat, so I can see your questions, I can answer your questions. I have a Telegram open, so anybody who wants to ask me anything about Revuto during the next hour can actually write a question in Telegram general discussion group. And that's it. So yeah, first of all, I'm gonna do something special right now. My lucky shoe is here. It's with me. It's gonna be my friend for the next hour. Hopefully gonna help me. Oh. This is something that we had in our, I believe it was the event when we announced, I believe a listing. So let's start. So let me see. Do we have any question? Okay. Let me get coffee. Pause the live. Yeah, sure. Telegram. Okay. Nothing on Telegram. I believe everybody's sleeping. To be honest, I don't know why my team scheduled this so early. Maybe to wake me up on purpose in the morning. But okay. So let me start with some topics that I have written. So, okay. First of all, I want to start talking a bit about our development process and about the app. So, as you know it, we actually started working on Revuto app. It's a mobile app immediately after the token sale. So basically, it was the 1st of August when we launched the app. That was almost 2 months after the ICO. It was the basic app with just like your profile. You could see status of your balance of your Revu tokens, which you purchased during the token sale, or if you got them through referral program. Then we added, and that was like the major milestone for us, we added a Revuto wallet, which is a Cardano Lite wallet, but built in a native mobile app, and that was something that was done for the first time within Cardano. So all those mobile wallets, let's call them so, that were existing, were actually web-based apps. We did the native app because we believe so that that's the way we should go, and also we decided to build the native apps for iOS and Android devices. So it was quite tricky because Even today, there is no SDK for mobile devices for Cardano wallets. So we did that with the help of Vacuum Labs, guys who did Adelaide. Those are awesome guys. They helped us. In a way, we are using their infrastructure, but with days and with time, we actually are somehow moving away from them, from their infrastructure, to be more independent. So every week we are doing something with the wallet. We are improving it. We are making it faster. And we are actually decoupling from Adelaide, because at the end we want to be fully independent. So that was something that we had to do, because at the time we didn't know how we gonna actually first of all unlock and send Revuto tokens to our customers, because we are a mobile first service. We want to keep everything in our ecosystem. And the problem was because at the time there was no actually exchanges supporting Cardano native tokens. There were some wallets, and we didn't feel comfortable about sending those tokens to different addresses on a Cardano. So we decided to build a wallet, and actually the wallet is the basis of our app. So everything that you're going to see later in the future is going to be somehow connected to the Cardano wallet built into our own app. Even now, when we have a staking center and some additional DeFi setups are going to come in the future, everything is actually connected to the Cardano wallet that we have in mobile app. And that's the problem with the mobile apps, because on desktop devices you can run apps, decentralized apps in a browser, and then there are some extensions to actually connect different wallets which are also running in a browser. So all those things are fine, but when you're building the mobile app, it's quite different. It's difficult, and you cannot run those wallets in mobile apps, especially if you're not using WebView, which are we not. And yeah, so the Cardano wallet that we built is something that is really necessary for our business. So later on, it was like at the beginning of the year, we introduced the staking center, and that was the next major milestone for us. Between those two milestones, we had many app updates. Sometimes people believe that, you know, if there is not something that they can see instantly, that we are not working actually hard on the product, but that's not the case. In between, we were making all kind of adjustments and optimization of the app, and all that resulted with the staking center, which we believe is also fundamentally important for our product, because especially if you want to build the DeFi setups, but also if you want to build a great foundation for our token to actually exponentially grow in the future. Why is that so? Because at the moment we have around 55 million tokens circulating in supply, and what we want to do now is to actually put those tokens away in a way. This is something that all crypto projects are doing, so they are trying to lock those tokens, and that's why you see that like total value locked, always TVL of the projects as a very important number. What that makes is actually, you know, when the tokenomics start to work, and when, you know, you create the buying pressure of your token, then the price of the token can more easily go up, and that is something that is incentivizing again the whole ecosystem, because then you become a good project. I know that that's, you know, it's one thing is a technology, and the other part of the crypto industry is actually story about the tokens and about the trading those tokens, and it's in a way connected, because if the price of your token is not going up, then people think that your product or project is actually not worth it for them to join that project. So we are, alongside the development and everything, we are always thinking about that component as well. So we are preparing everything to actually help the price of our token to grow. Staking center is going to help, of course, but at the end, what is the purpose of the staking center as well is, we want to incentivize the ecosystem and bring people to our ecosystem, to our app, to actually learn about it, but at the same time to earn money, to earn those rewards in Revuto tokens, in ADA, and also in Cardano native tokens. We have some amazing pools already active. Some of them are closed because the market cap, the hard cap was reached. But what is now important and why I'm here is to announce that the April is actually going to be the month when we're going to put our staking center in full potential. So there are going to be several new staking options, staking pools, let's call them so, where our users and new users are going to be able to stake their tokens and earn some really amazing yields. I'm not going to talk about the specifics of those pools, but we really have some amazing things that we are preparing, and some of those are going to be already introduced next week. We have the first pool is going to be really competitive pool. We're going to have something we already announced that it's going to be like ICPO that we're going to introduce, but in our own way. So you're going to be actually able to stake Cardano native token, Revuto token, to get a reward in another Cardano native token, but under really amazing terms. And this is something that we are proud of, because with this staking center, not only that we want to help us, we want to help other Cardano projects also grow, and Cardano ecosystem in general to grow as well. That's why we are also doing those partnerships, which are really working great right now. So if you ask yourself how we do it, and how we actually make this staking center work, so we are basically and usually swapping tokens, our tokens, for tokens of other projects, which we believe are amazing as well. And we are actually, so incentivizing the ecosystem by rewarding our users with our tokens. So I'm going to be honest with you, at the moment there is no some kind of protocol behind it. So at least not until actually those DeFi projects on Cardano open their protocols, that we can actually provide liquidity to those setups with the tokens that we are holding. But that's going to come in the future, and that's something that from the user perspective is not so important. For them, for you guys, it's really important that we assure you and we provide you awesome opportunities to actually earn rewards in other tokens and earn that yield for staking your funds with us. The staking center is working. We had couple of problems during the last month with the infrastructure, because first of all, Cardano was making some adjustments and changes. Then we were migrating to the cloud. So now we have a bare metal service. We have more nodes that we had in the past. So everything should work much better and faster. Still, I must admit that occasionally it could be some problems. Sometimes maybe the app is not going to be so responsive, or I don't know, some things may not work, but be assured that all your funds are safe with us, and everything that we promise, is going to be executed. So even like, if we promise you 10% APR, 20% APR, you're going to get it. Don't worry about that. Yeah, and at the end now, I'm not going to talk anymore about the staking centers. So yeah, I'm going to actually talk a bit more about it. So also next week, we're going to deploy the new Revuto mobile app, which is going to have like much better user interface, especially regarding staking center. So it's going to be nicer to see, probably easier to use, hopefully. And then, we're going to introduce, up till now, we had just like the options to stake Revu tokens. Now we're going to add option to stake ADA as well. So you're going to see some amazing pools in the future where you're going to be able to stake your ADA to get really appealing yield and some other options as well. And what is also important to add here, so not only that we are awarding our users with our own tokens or other Cardano native tokens, but we are also adding as a reward NFTs. And those NFTs, we call them special NFTs, are really important because they have utility. In the future, you're going to be able to use them to actually earn some additional rewards within the Revuto ecosystem. And I'm referring here to our amazing referral program, which is actually providing or giving you opportunity to earn passive income for a lifetime. I'm going to talk about that a bit later. Now let's see if we have somebody asking questions before I continue. Okay, let me see. Okay, when is the subscription app going to be released in Q2? So that's an awesome question. You know that we are basically a subscription management, subscription managing service, and that's our core business, and that's gonna be core of the app. And then everything related to crypto is actually an add-on, because we wanna use crypto and DeFi setups to help you pay for those subscriptions less than that you would usually pay it with your fiat money. And that's the whole story around it. Now, okay, the story is growing. The crypto side of the business is growing, especially because we couldn't launch the core business during, immediately after the ICO, because there is something that you need to know. So we are the fintech company and the crypto company. And the problem with the fintech part of the business is that it's a regulated business. So everything that we are doing regarding the fintech part is heavily regulated, and especially because we are working with the banking provider and with card issuing company and with the acquiring company. So the card issuing provider that we chose is one of the best. Not one of the best, it's the best in the business. We usually compare ourselves to crypto.com, so you can check those guys and how they are doing. And you can check with whom they are working with, and connect the dots. So the onboarding process with the banking and card issuing partner is really long. The compliance process is very exhausting and long, but at the end, we're gonna be soon in a perfect position to actually launch the product, and I believe that you're gonna be amazed with it and with the functionalities that we're gonna offer with it. So to get back to your question, I believe that we're gonna be ready somewhere maybe later in May or June to launch in the UK market. Then After that, we're gonna spread to other European countries, but not in Germany and Austria. It's tricky with those countries. That's gonna come later on. After we do it in European countries, then we're gonna spread to eastern part of the world, so Middle East and Asia and Pacific. And the end goal is actually to conquer the US market. So, but US and probably Asia and Pacific, they're not gonna come into play before next year. Yeah, so that's it. Probably, you know, so yeah, we're gonna be ready very soon. I'm a bit concerned about not having volume. No new investors for this long time. It's not normal in my opinion. Okay, so yeah, again the question about the token price. So to be honest, we are every week talking with our market makers and everything. So we have a decent volume. It's around $500,000 per day. Sometimes it's like 300,000, sometimes it's 500, 6,000, 600,000, $700,000 per day. But again, we are not, you know, so we're just starting. We are like, I don't know, somewhere between like 3,000. So we are not high on the coin market cap list or CoinGecko. And in so I said that I'm never going to talk about the token price because it's tricky. And I'm not giving out the financial advice as well. But believe us, we have a plan and it's going to come, okay? The listing event came not in the perfect time. So, you know, you have to be aware of that, but just stick with us and, you know, you're going to be fine, okay? There is a plan and everything is going to unveil soon. Okay. Is there some particular reason why will you give users options to choose between different tokens? Against Revo or other that might be offered that they can use to pay for their subscriptions? Okay, so we have plan about everything. So there is a plan around our Cardano wallet as well. So our Cardano wallet is built to actually support immediately now all Cardano native tokens. But we decided, because we are building the ecosystem, that we're gonna choose which projects are gonna be support. And as we are gonna do those partnerships, we're gonna actually be adding the support for those tokens within a Revuto wallet and a staking center. We don't wanna make a mess out of it because we believe there are some amazing projects that, you know, should have an opportunity to be part of our ecosystem, and then also to offer them a possibility, or our users, to actually use those tokens to top up virtual debit cards. But again, in a way, we are competitors. We are in the same ecosystem, but we are competitors. And what we're gonna do is allow users to use Revo tokens to actually use them to pay for their subscriptions. Why is that so? Obviously, you know, just that part is gonna create decent buying pressure on Revo token. And then when we reach our goals, then we're gonna be adding other tokens as well. The first token that we should add, in my sense, is a stablecoin on Cardano. And I'm gonna talk about that amazing partnership that we did a bit later. So with the stablecoin. Hopefully I answered the question. Wouldn't something like this sidetrack users from using Revo tokens for paying their subscriptions and therefore have impact on overall lower demand for Revo tokens? I'm not trying to be dismissive. I'm not sure if I understand the question, but the thing is that, once when we allow our users to use Revuto tokens to top up those virtual debit cards, the tokenomics is gonna actually start to work, and that event is gonna start creating buying pressure on Revuto tokens, not only within the Cardano community, but from other crypto users as well. Again, why? Because we have amazing setup, amazing product, which I believe is going to help a lot of people. That subscription management service is something that's unique on the market. You're going to have some amazing features with it, and then you're going to have opportunity to use crypto, to leverage crypto with your subscription payments and DeFi setups. And why is that so? Why we did that? Because only with crypto we can help our users to actually pay for those subscriptions less and save their money. And we're going to save a lot of money for our users. You can go to our revuto.com webpage. That's more fintech based oriented webpage, but there is a topic or that's segment on the webpage. It says earn, and you can find a calculator on that page, and you can calculate how much you're gonna actually earn or save money by using a Revuto when paying for your subscriptions. How do you plan to get non-crypto users? People still have suspicion about anything connected with crypto. That's an awesome question. Again, a Revuto app doesn't necessarily need to work with the crypto, that core feature. So subscription management can also work with with regular debit or credit cards from the users. So when we are talking about our Revuto virtual debit cards, you're going to be able to actually select a paying option or source of payment actually, and choose between if you want to use your Revuto wallet as a source of payment for those virtual debit cards, or you can actually add your personal debit or credit cards in the app, and you can pay with them. So we're gonna later on introduce some other options as well, but those are not gonna be related to crypto, and that is actually how we actually plan to bring into crypto space users that were not necessarily connected with crypto in the past. How do I choose the right pool? Do I need to buy more Revuto tokens to participate? Actually, no. If the pool is open, if the hard cap is not reached yet, you can actually stake whatever is the ticker for that staking pool. Okay, updates on the KYC lock. Yeah, some of you guys have been stuck in KYC process. Why is that so? Because we were restructuring the KYC procedure that we actually had set up in the past. Why is that so? Now we have, and we're gonna add more third-party service providers that are gonna be part of our app. And the thing is that we wanna share with all of those the same KYC procedure, and that's like a legal issue, and then there is it requires a development time as well to make it all work seamlessly, because all those third-party providers, for instance, we are trying now to work and integrate with fiat to crypto on-ramp, and of course they are regulated business as well. They require KYC users from us, so we need to share those data, KYC data from our users with all those different third-party providers, and it's a bit tricky, but I believe that now this month we're gonna reopen the KYC procedure and everybody is gonna be able to KYC themselves. We are KYCing those who are staking, because that's also important for us from a regulatory perspective. And yeah, moving towards the custodial wallet as well, pretty much all our users are gonna have to go through the KYC procedure sooner or later. Hello, Vedran from Zadar. Hi, Zadar. Okay, let's see what we have now. How can I buy NFT? So there is a special story about our NFTs. It's really amazing thing that we are trying to do with the NFTs. So again, all our NFTs, they have a purpose. The first NFTs that we gave away were those for early bird tier 1 investors, and we call those NFTs now master NFTs, because those NFTs are gonna pick up all the features that are gonna other NFTs have, because those guys are first investors, the first guys who were supporting us, and we believe that their NFTs should be the best ones. With staking options, there are going to be some NFTs that we're going to be giving away. Now we have a special NFT. Now some of them are connected to our referral program, which again is an awesome way to gain passive income. And by holding those NFTs, some of our users, well, all of users who are going to have those NFTs are going to be able to earn additional rewards. So we have NFTs who are doubling that income. We have NFTs who are going to be tripling that income. And yeah, later on, actually soon you're going to find out about other NFTs that we have planned to issue. For instance, you know, if you're going to hold our fund NFT, you're going to be able to actually invest in the same projects that our fund is investing in, but under the same terms. And we are really getting awesome terms, because I don't know if you checked about our fund, but our fund is structured actually to help pre-ICO projects to get the first initial funding to be able to set up their ICO or IDO and help them in that most critical time. We had that problem when we were setting up our ICO, that we didn't have money actually, and money would help us even better to promote that ICO event. Luckily, we had an amazing ICO event, but when we were preparing everything, sometimes we were very desperate because we didn't have money. So we were trying to figure out, you know, how we can do everything that we wanted to do with the limited funding, and luckily some other partners helped us during the process. But we believe that now when other projects have opportunity to get funds from our fund, it's a much better setup for everybody. And at the end, you know, for us it's also, you know, important that we can help them directly, then we can help Cardano ecosystem to grow, and at the end, you know, we can help ourselves as well, because we are getting tokens from those projects under really amazing terms, and we want to also you know, give opportunity to our users to have the same. So yeah, those NFTs are gonna come, and you're gonna, you know, learn about it when the time comes. Okay. Okay, hi Vedran, glad to see you here. Does fiat integration feature have to wait for subscriptions feature, or shall we release fiat integration before subscription feature? Fiat integration, I'm not sure if I understand the question, but fiat integration is, so we have two parts how we integrate the fiat. So first is that third-party provider that I was talking about. So through that feature, fiat to crypto on-ramp, you're gonna be actually able to use those your personal debit or credit cards within our app to purchase crypto. In the beginning, that's gonna be ADA and Revuto token later on, possibly once when it comes stablecoin on Cardano as well. And then, yeah, but the other part, paying for those subscriptions directly with your personal debit or credit cards, is not related to crypto at all. Okay, many questions. What is happening with the R fund? Yeah, that I already explained. We have some amazing announcements for the R fund as well. We already did some investments. Couple days ago, I did a live interview with projects that we invested in. It was the first project that we invested in. It's amazing project. You're gonna learn about it. It's called Profila. Soon they're gonna have their IDO. Yeah, and we're gonna put that video next week on our YouTube channel. Check it out and learn about the Profila and how you can actually invest in them. But also there's gonna be within our staking center the opportunity to invest in their token as well under really great terms. We'll offer option of micro lending and borrowing for Revuto tokens, and I'm interested if this could be applied for NFTs, so you can lend or borrow NFT. Lend or borrow NFT, that's really awesome idea. So we have a plan to actually allow our users to sell their NFTs, and for somebody who is going to purchase that NFT, he is actually going to get with that NFT all the utility features that comes with that NFT. Regarding the NFT, there's also one thing that I can talk about, but I'm not going to go in full details because this is something that we still need to announce. So we are negotiating with the Carda Hub NFT marketplace and a platform to integrate with us. I know that we said that we're gonna do NFT platform by ourselves, but now we are somehow thinking that we should partner with somebody because it's really hard to do everything by yourself. So we have many things that we are doing by ourselves. It's hard. We're also working on a secret, we call it stealth DeFi product that is gonna be, I believe, live somewhere by the end of the next month. That's something, also one major milestone for us. I believe it's gonna be amazing product. You're gonna be able to find out more about it when we actually announce something about it. We are still testing it on the mainnet, so yeah. But still, talking about the NFTs, yeah, we have some amazing plans for those NFTs, and there are some use cases that NFTs can really cover great. You know, even that password sharing and swapping feature that we have in plan, it should be awesome setup involving NFTs, but you're gonna learn about it later on as well. We are hiring more to get them know how Revuto works, so you can handle work and what will be your moves for regulations? Will you unlock users from Telegram group, and when? Unlock Telegram users, I believe that we unlocked everybody. You should ask Andro and I'm gonna ask him, but I think that we unblocked everybody. Yeah. And hiring more people to get them now. So at the moment, I believe that exactly 42 people are working on the Revuto project. Some of those are working in-house, I believe half of them, and all others are actually working for us, but they are external people that we hired. So really big team. We are having every day daily calls, we have weekly calls with those guys, and we have several different products that those guys are working on. And then we have a compliance team, we have IML officer that is working basically 24/7 for us to help us to be within the regulations regarding that fintech part. We had to have insurance, transaction monitoring system, all the procedures written down. So we went through heavy due diligence process. We were AML screened personally that we are not to show them that we are not criminals, that the money that we are using and that's coming in, it's not from the criminal activities and all those stuff. So yeah, we are a regulated business and it's not easy. I was wondering if team maybe explored idea of how the development market there is for subscription services in metaverse projects. Would it be possible to pay for your services even in metaverse? I don't know which services are actually running in metaverse. I would love to learn that. I believe that metaverse is amazing opportunity, and the thing that is actually still in development. But to be honest, we are not directly part of that ecosystem. I'm not sure what is going on there. I just see things, trying to follow everything, but subscription in metaverse, I didn't hear about that. So if somebody has some kind of idea about it, just write it down, send us an email to support, and we're gonna explore it. Okay, so I think that I answered all the questions. So now I'm gonna talk a bit more about those things that we have in plans. Okay, April. For now, I'm calling April our staking April, but I think that our marketing team is gonna come up with much better wording. So in April, we plan to open somewhere around 7 or 8 staking pools, which are gonna offer you amazing opportunity to earn additional tokens. I cannot say just like Cardano native tokens because there are gonna be some other setups as well. Yeah, and we're gonna start announcing that next week. So pay attention, because most of those staking pools are hard capped. Because again, we did the deals with those projects, we swapped tokens, so there is a certain amount of tokens that we are able to give away. Later on, when the Cardano ecosystem, when the DeFi ecosystem is going to be ready, when those DeFi protocols are going to be open for all other DeFi projects, then we're going to integrate with them. We're going to use those funds to provide liquidity. We had amazing talks with Y-Finance, so they have auto harvest functionality. Now we are talking with the Genius Yield, so they have AI behind the staking. So we're gonna work with those guys. We're gonna use those protocols to actually help you earn money, basically. Okay. So let's talk a bit about our marketing team. So what we did in the past, what we changed is we added weekly reports, we added weekly tech talks, and we have at least one newsletter that we are sending out every week, one blog post announcement, but sometimes even more. So all those things that our marketing team is doing is actually those things are trying to show you that we are not stopping, that we are working on our project, and that we have a strict plan for the future. And yeah, try to check those out, especially tech talks, because sometimes with those videos we are not just trying to show you what we are doing, but maybe explain you more about the Cardano ecosystem, Cardano blockchain, and the technology behind it, and things like that. We are not trying to be too technical. Even I'm not fully technical guy, so I cannot explain you everything as our developers can, but still, check it out, because you're gonna be able to learn at least something about the Cardano, why it's so special, why it's different, and why it's gonna work, and it's gonna be amazing. Referral program. Referral program is something that we had from the start, and it worked amazingly for us even before the ICO, during the ICO, and I believe it's gonna work great in the future as well. Why? Because through referral program we are offering you one-time reward. That's the tokens that you get when you refer your friend, and then those are the tokens that your friend get once when they KYC themselves. But the purpose of the referral program is actually to bring more people to the whole ecosystem, for the user base to grow, and then actually to help you to earn more rewards in Revuto tokens. So whenever you refer your friend, and later on when or if your friend uses Revuto to pay for their subscriptions, you're gonna be rewarded with Revuto tokens. There is a strict mechanism behind it. Check it out. Again, there are several blog posts talking about that. So we call that part of referring is a lifetime reward, because every time when your friend is using Revuto, again, you're gonna be rewarded in Revuto tokens, and that's what we call passive income. And you're gonna be getting that for a lifetime, and hopefully, as the user base and the ecosystem is gonna grow, then the buying pressure on the Revuto token is gonna grow, and the price of a Revuto token should go up, and you should be fine, doing really well by holding those tokens. Okay. So, I'm not gonna go into details about that. So let me see that if we have more questions. Okay. When will you come to the chat a little with your people in Discord creation channel? Yeah, that's a good question. Sometimes it's really hard to do all of those things because we actually don't have time for everything. It may look that I'm bragging about this, but really most of our team members are working literally 24/7. Sometimes we are not even sleeping during the night, especially because there are always some kind of problems. Whenever we try to do some new things, then the old things may break up. Whenever we release the new app update, something can usually go wrong, and it usually does. So yeah, and we are really cautious about those things, especially now when we have a staking center, because that's really sensitive thing. Now people are actually, staking their own funds, within that staking center, and it needs to work. It needs to work 24/7. And when we promise something, it needs to be done. When we promise to you guys, unstaking and getting those tokens back in 24 hours, that's at least what needs to work. So it's really stressful, and that's why I don't have actually time to do all of those things. Yeah, but I'm gonna try to come to that Discord channel and talk with you guys. 7 different pools, 7 to 8. Can we pair Revu USDT in DeFi? That's a good question, and that's actually something that I want to talk about. Let me get back here. USDT, USDT, it's actually available on different blockchains. I'm pretty much sure that you're aware that you can send and receive USDT on Solana, Ethereum, TRC20, and other, even like Binance Smart Chain and other chains. So, but it's not possible, at least at the moment, to actually have USDT on Cardano blockchain. There is CUSDT that one company is trying to bridge USDT to CUSDT on Cardano, but I'm not sure how is that actually working. So, but what we are waiting for is the stablecoin on Cardano. That's a Cardano native token, and there is Ardana and there is a Jet from Koti. And believe it or not, we have really amazing relationship with Koti. We are gonna do live video with those guys as well, because we have amazing setups in which we desperately need stablecoin, and those guys are willing to work with us. I believe that we are gonna be one of the first projects utilizing their token, if not the first, and that's really important for us. Adding USDT, we could do it by making our wallet a multi-chain wallet, but we were thinking about that as well. But at this stage, I believe that we should focus on Cardano and what Cardano is offering. And we would rather now support stablecoin on Cardano than on trying to bridge USDT to Cardano. That's gonna eventually come, and then we're not gonna be have to actually add support for ERC20 or I don't know, Binance Smart Chain to our wallet. USDT is gonna come, so USDT is gonna come, but still, why not to use Jet or Ardana? And stablecoin on Cardano should come also in Q2. So we'll see. It should be here soon. Okay. So more about stablecoin. So why we need stablecoin? Why we so desperately need stablecoin within Revuto? So what we want to offer our users is actually use that stablecoin to top up virtual debit cards. With stablecoin, it's easy to explain why it's so important, because the price of that coin is always stable, and many people love that. If they hold Revu token, if they hold even ADA or some other token, they are exposing themselves to the volatility of that token, and sometimes with the token they can pay less, buy less, or buy more. With stablecoin, that's not gonna happen. It's gonna be much easier. You're gonna be much more secure. But still, there are some setups that we wanna actually integrate stablecoin in. So stake Revuto get Jet is the first setup that we actually wanna use. Why? Because some of those guys, some of our users, they're gonna have Revuto tokens, and they're gonna bet that they wanna bet on the Revuto tokens that the price is gonna be go up, but still they don't wanna use those Revuto tokens to pay for their subscription. So what they're gonna be able to do is actually, if they have a Revuto tokens and they wanna use those funds to pay for their subscription, they're gonna be able to stake Revuto tokens to get Jet stablecoin out of that setup, use Jet to pay for their subscriptions. Then in the meantime, the Revuto token price can go up. They return or give back that Jet that they borrowed, and they can unlock Revuto tokens. And that is how they actually keep their Revuto tokens and bet on the price that's gonna go up. Because the most basic setup is actually to directly use your Revuto tokens and top up that virtual debit card, and then your Revuto tokens are gone. But if you stake them, use Jet, you use Revuto tokens as collateral, get Jet, pay with Jet, return Jet, unlock Revuto tokens, you're fine. Okay. The second really important setup for us is actually to stake Revuto tokens and get Jet and use that Jet to provide liquidity for the micro lending and borrowing. Why is that really, really important for us to do? So if we allow our users to stake directly Revuto tokens, then we expose the whole setup to the volatility of our token, and nobody would actually be willing to borrow directly Revuto token to pay for their subscription and then return the Revuto token with some kind of small fee if the price of the Revuto token in the meantime can go up. It doesn't make any sense. But still, if they can borrow stablecoin, they're fine with it, because then they just need to add some kind of fee, a little fee for borrowing when they return, when they repay their debt, and it's going to be, stable thing, secure thing for them. On the other hand, those who are going to be actually providing liquidity or lending their money, putting their money in those liquidity pools, are going to have they're going to need to stake their Revuto tokens, get Jet, put the Jet in that liquidity pools, and by doing that, they're going to actually be getting a yield on staking that stable coin, and that's going to be a really awesome monthly yield. That's really important, something that's going to be very, very competitive, not just within the Cardano ecosystem, but within the whole crypto ecosystem. Now I can tell you we are counting on some kind of 4% monthly yield for staking those stable coins. So yeah, it could be really great setup for those who are gonna choose to provide liquidity with Revuto tokens and Jet. Yeah, and then also we wanna open in the future staking pools to allow users to stake Jet, earn yield by, and we're gonna do some amazing things with that stable coin. Some of those things are also now connected to the R fund, because we want to use those funds to actually buy or invest in other projects in their tokens under great terms, and then be able to actually return good yield for our users. So, but those are just some setups that I now can talk about. There are some more setups that I cannot talk about, and they're gonna come in future. Okay, so let me see if we have some more questions. Yeah, we do have. How about the product. Okay, we are, as I mentioned, we are working on a stealth product with a stealth partner. It's amazing partner that we are working with. That company helped many other big crypto projects to go big. You're gonna learn about it once when we're gonna be ready, because we decided not to talk about it before we are 100% sure that it's gonna work. Yeah. What is that nice looking shoes? It's a Revuto shoe. Yeah, you see? With this shoe we are going to the moon. I'm not sure when, but be sure that we are getting there. Please could you focus to open farming pool on DEXs? It's another way to stake. Yeah, so the problem with DEXs is, well, problem, let's call them a problem. First of all, I think that now there is 25 companies, projects that are trying to launch a DEX on Cardano. Some of them already launched DEX and some of them are going to launch it soon. So they're all fighting for that space. The problem with all those DEXs is, if you want to provide liquidity officially with all of those, it's a lot of money that you need to give away. And you're exposing yourselves to, if you give out Revuto tokens, you need to also provide ADA with it, and then you expose yourself to price of ADA, and you need to do everything that with your own funds. Then again, you're exposing yourself to impermanent loss. Then there are so many of them, and at the end, we try to do some things with Sunday swap, with min swap, and I'm not sure if we should be focused on those things at all. Everybody can buy Revuto tokens. Everybody can actually provide liquidity on those DEXs for the Revo ADA pair. So go there and do that. We are one of the first Cardano projects that were listed on centralized exchanges, so our token is very liquid. Why we decided to do so? Maybe it wasn't the smartest way to do so because of the token price, but still we need to do that because of the setup that we are doing with the Fintech product. So to be able to offer you that possibility to use Revuto tokens and top up those virtual cards with the Revuto tokens, our token needs to be very, very liquid. We need to be able to sell that immediately, and and actually not just to transfer it to the stablecoin and then eventually to the fiat, but that loop needs to work really well, and you cannot do that via DEXs. What's the budget for marketing? Well, that's a good question. Well, there is no budget for marketing actually, but we are paying for marketing a lot. So marketing is really important for us. And yeah, we have some amazing agencies that we work with. One of them is Market Across. You can check out on their webpage with whom they are working with, and you're not gonna see unknown names. We believe that we have a good marketing strategy. Marketing it's expensive to do great marketing. There are some things that we want to do and some things that we decided that we are not going to do. For instance, we are not going to pay to those YouTubers to shield our tokens because we think that's wrong. We want to grow organically. And it's really ridiculous how much money they ask from us to promote Revuto. So I'm not willing to support that. Where can I buy those sneakers? I don't know. We may add some kind of store to our web page because we have amazing T-shirts. Amazing. We're gonna. I don't know, we're gonna go in that business selling t-shirts and shoes if everything goes wrong. But for now, this shoe is unique, okay? So it's one of a kind. Maybe you can make a sneaker NFT. That's a good idea. So if you have such great ideas, please let us know. Send us an email and we're gonna consider it. And yeah, that's really awesome idea. I support that. And we should do, that NFT should do some amazing things within Revuto ecosystem. I think it would be a good idea to invest a little in advertising and sponsorships. Yeah, it's always a good idea to invest in advertising and sponsorships, but it needs to be timed very well. Marketing without the substance, it doesn't work very well. Okay, you make some kind of hype, and then people come to your app, and if they see there's nothing much to do with your app, then marketing is not going to work. So everything that now we are planning is somehow connected to our roadmap. So again, just be patient, and I know that like this couple of months after the ICO were ups and downs and everything, but we are now in development phase. Once when we launch the full product, things should come into the place, and then everything will follow. So why don't we make a run tracking every day to get Revuto? I'm not sure about that, but if you can explain more, send us an email. What about the Euro R? Yeah, awesome question. So again, the initial plan was to do everything by ourselves, and we still think that we can do some things better than other companies, but sometimes there is no time. If some stablecoins are come to the Revuto ecosystem soon, and sooner than we can develop our own things, then we're gonna just embrace it and actually partner with those companies. Euro R is on our roadmap. We have also plans for it, but it's a regulated thing, heavy regulated thing. We are trying to do that. We are talking about that with regulator. We are based, the crypto part of our company is based in Croatia, so we are trying to make it happen, but to be honest, completely honest with you, it's not gonna happen sooner than especially Jet from Koti comes out, and probably Ardana as well. Yeah, but we didn't forget about it. What kind of marketing will we expect, like on Snapchat? Oof. There's so many platforms that we can actually promote ourselves on. Now we started with a TikTok, but it's tricky. Yeah, I'm not sure about the Snapchat, to be honest. Yeah, if you make the best wallet on Cardano blockchain, everyone will know about it. Yeah, that's the plan. Now we are also trying to figure out how we can connect our Revu token, Revu wallet, with other dApps, especially because we are mobile wallet. And that's the tricky part, but we are working on it. I want to buy shoes 100 Revu. It's not gonna happen. At least not before one Revu gets to, I don't know, $1,000. Okay, we are going to integrate Jet. Does that mean we postpone our Euro stablecoin? It's not that we are postponing it. We are working on it, but we cannot, because that's not our main project, main focus. We cannot be faster than other companies that are working exclusively on stablecoins. So yeah, when new merchandise. Yeah, I'm gonna talk with my marketing thing about it. Did you get any meeting with big companies that you're going to serve them subscription service payment, and what was the feedback? Okay. Yeah, that's a good question. So I'm a big believer in cryptocurrencies, and I believe that those currencies are going to be the way how we actually transfer funds in the future. At the moment, the whole setup is built around the virtual debit cards, which people are going to be able to use with any those service providers. But the end goal would be actually be to be able to pay for those services directly with Revuto tokens, and that's something that's our big plan for the future, because we believe that we are building this service to be the service for the subscriptions. I personally believe that in the future nobody should even consider using something else than a Revuto for paying for their subscriptions. Why? Because only with Revuto you're gonna get so amazing things, you know, and the security and protection and opportunity to save money by paying for those subscriptions, because every time when you're gonna use Revuto, you're gonna get a reward cashback in Revuto tokens. That's just one part of the story, but still, you know, if you get 4% of the cashback, which in a Revuto token, which can actually grow with the time, the value of the Revuto token can grow, then the amount of money that you are gonna save eventually is gonna be much more than those initial 4%. And yeah, so hopefully in the future we're gonna be able to integrate directly with service providers and directly with our own wallets. And there are some plans, you know, how we there is a way how we want to do it, and there is a plan for our wallet, how we're gonna build it in the future, what features our wallet is gonna offer in the future. But I'm not gonna go into those things at the moment, because even Cardano is not, to be honest, Cardano is not ready yet, and we are not ready yet to do that. And the market is not ready as well. So with time, more merchants, more service providers are gonna be considering crypto. So yeah, the time will come. Did the project start off as you expected financially? No, it started much better, because we didn't know. When we started, of course, we had a plan and everything, but the first thing that we didn't know is if our ICO is going to be successful. And everything was depending on that. So once we got those that funding, it was in a way much easier for us from that perspective of money and being able to pay to do also to be able to develop the product and, you know, work with other third-party providers to do to hire all those people that are helping us to make this happen, make this possible. So from that standpoint, yeah, we are actually doing very well, and we are, yeah. So when will you integrate banks to buy Revu? Yeah, so we are working on that. As soon as we're gonna be ready, you're gonna know about it, and that's something that we hope to do as soon as possible. Snapchat is more for American people. Yeah. Any update about the physical card? Will it have the Revuto logo? Yeah, sure, it's gonna have the Revuto logo. Even now, the virtual debit card has a Revuto logo because when you apply for the program, you need to actually send out the design for the card. Physical card is gonna come, but I'm not sure if it's gonna come this year. Early next year, possibly. And the difference between the virtual debit cards and the physical card is going to be in a way how you're going to be able to use your funds. With the virtual debit cards, we have a strict mechanism built around it, and you're going to be able to use those cards only with the subscription services. And pay for your subscriptions. Later on with the physical card, you're going to be able to do whatever you want to do as long as you're not abusing the terms and conditions. Cashback will be no, we're going to have a fixed cashback, at least for now. You don't have to stake anything with Revuto to be able to get that cashback. Just they're going to be like they're going to be a freemium model and a premium model of a Revuto app, and you're going to learn about it later on. But you're not going to have to stake anything, and even that's the beauty of our setup. Even that micro lending and borrowing, that's something that we're going to do differently within the crypto space. So we're going to allow our users actually to borrow money from those liquidity pools without staking anything, without collateralizing anything. So it's uncollateralized setup, loan. Why we are able to do that? Because we actually can leverage all other things within our app to actually make our users to repay their debt. Because if they choose not to do so, we have mechanisms how we can actually punish them. And eventually, if they don't repay their debt, they're not going to be able to use anything within the Revuto at all. We're going to discontinue the virtual debit cards and things like that. And that's why, on the other hand, we're not going to allow all users or new users to immediately be able to borrow money from those liquidity pools. Okay, I believe that we are done with this. Hopefully, there are 3 cameras. I know I was looking all the time at in one camera. I'm trying to be good at this, but I'm not like a person that loves to be in a spotlight. There are some lights here that are confusing me. But hopefully I answered to all of your questions. Hopefully that you have now the even better feeling about what we are trying to achieve. Again, I need to thank all supporters for staying with us. This camera, okay, this one. We really appreciate that, because without you guys it wouldn't be possible to do this. We follow everything. We already know who is supporting us, who is not supporting us. Hopefully, and eventually new supporters are going to come. I know that. We just need to stick to the plan. We need to keep on working. And it's all gonna be fine, and you're gonna end up having amazing product, amazing app. You're gonna be able to use it with your subscriptions, and then if you're not interested in that, but I am sure that you're gonna be interested in that core feature of our app, then you still can use all other crypto setups that we already have and that we're gonna announce in the future. And that's it. Thank you for being with me. Next time I'm gonna be again here. I don't know. I'm doing this by myself, so it's hard. Maybe next time I should bring somebody with me. It's hard to talk for an hour or an hour and a half. And we're gonna be same place, same time in a way. So 1st of May. I'm not sure about same hours. Maybe we should, do it a bit later. It's going to be easier for me, easier for everybody. And that's it. Thank you, and see you next time. And follow everything. Next week is gonna be big week for us, and next month is gonna be even bigger for us. That's all, folks.